United Kingdom, United States, Yep. Yep. Ooh, and what about this one? Okay, so believe me or not, these are actually two different flags. Can't see the difference? That's all right, I can't either. Here's an interesting story. In the 1936 Berlin Olympics, the countries of Haiti and Liechtenstein both participated. Haiti's civilian flag looked like this, and Liechtenstein's this. It was only at this event that the two countries realized that the flags were exactly the same, prompting both to change them, and it took them that long. So congratulations, 1936 Haiti and Liechtenstein. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why flag making comes with rules. According to the North American Vexillological Association, or the NAVA for short, there are 5 principles of flag design. The first principle is that a flag should be simple, so simple that a child should be able to draw it from memory. These are some good examples of flags that do this. Sweden, Jamaica, Switzerland all have these basic cross shapes that a child is sure to be able to remember. The reason why you want to keep a flag simple, you'll be making a flag more recognizable from a distance. You'll be making it more effective at communicating its point across, as it will be representing more using fewer images and colors. And in most cases, it just looks better if you minimize the amount of clutter you put on it. Let's turn to a personal favorite of mine to find out why this rule works. Canada. Love you, Canada. There are only 2 colors in this flag. It looks as though a kid could draw it. And yeah, it looks good. It looks good, doesn't it? Of course, there are exceptions to this rule, and perhaps the most controversial of them all is this. The flag of the American state of Maryland. There's some like hazmat warning sign jazz going on in these quadrants, and like some interlocking jigsaw puzzle piece shenanigans going on in those 2 corners. It's a hot mess. Could a 5-year-old draw this accurately? Could you draw this accurately? I know I can't. But you know what? I say it looks good. And so too, apparently, do the good people of Maryland who have embraced this rectangle of chaos as a part of their identity. This shows that sometimes, yeah, bending the rules is cool. You know what's also cool? Making flags. That's right, we're making a flag. At the end of every rule I talk about, we're going to slowly build up a hypothetical flag of Clifton High School, which is the school I'm from. So, basic design. What about we just split the flag into 3 for the time being? Looking good? And we'll pick this up along when we get on to the next rule, which is all about colors. With colors, you're going to want to keep things simple for the same reason why you want to keep an overall flag simple, to make it effective and recognizable. Some good examples of flags that do this are Poland, a horizontal bicolor, which means it has two colors. Ireland, a vertical tricolor, which means it has 3 colors and has vertical stripes. And Colombia, a horizontal tricolor. So yeah, a good way to do this is to just sort of throw in 2 to 5 colors and you're basically set. You know what's not good is this flag, which is, yeah, there is a flag. It's not like a fancy curtain or anything. It's a flag. This was a proposed flag of the European Union, designed in 2002, and holy moly, it again looks like just a barcode with 8 colors. Not that we have any part in it anyways. There we go. Yeah, this is the flag of Libya from 1977 and 2011, and this is it. This solid green monochromatic field is all there is to a flag, the flag. Don't get me wrong, there is symbolism. The color represents Islam, but for a flag, this ain't it. And that is why you must find the balance whenever creating these flag beauties. And that is also why I'm going to add 2 colors to this flag. Boom, colors materialize. The third rule you're going to keep in mind is that a flag should have meaningful symbolism, and a good way to do this is to just sort of, slap a national animal, or not slap a national animal on the flag, or some coat of arms on there, like how Wales and Slovakia has done here. I don't imagine it would go down very well if you slapped a dragon. But anyways, feather, tree, Northern Cross, also good symbols that work. And the reason why they work is because these kind of symbols are usually already very deeply entrenched in the culture of a community and have set definitions on what they represent. They're also more tangible than things like colors, but don't get me wrong, colors can be very effective as well. Here's France with its flag and its colors. Its blue, white, red color scheme, it's iconic. You see them in ads all the time. And they have so many interpretations. It can be seen as representations of religion, politics, society, the French Revolution, so a part of the history. Pride flags also have a lot of symbolism as well. This one in particular is the Progress Pride flag, and literally every color on this flag has a meaning, ranging from pride values such as healing and spirit to the communities that the flag represents. I kind of lied when I said that no flag with just one color would work, because this one certainly does. This is the universal white flag of surrender, and it is super recognizable. If you see a person just waving something white on a stick, be it, I don't know, a piece of paper, discarded handkerchief, pair of underwear, you instantly recognize that they're giving up and accepting defeat. And I find it amazing how so little can represent so much on this little flag, despite the fact that it's literally a blank canvas. Certain types of flags also represent political unions quite effectively. United States, 50 stars, 50 states, 13 stripes, 13 original colonies. Moving on, flag of the United Kingdom, famously made up of England St. George's Cross, Scotland St. Andrew's Cross, and Northern Ireland St. Patrick's Saltire, an effective way to represent not one but 3 countries unified in a kingdom, although it is missing Wales. This is the flag of the Philippines. This is the upside-down flag of the Philippines. What's the difference, I hear and ask? This flag is the one that's currently flying at the United Nations headquarters, where the blue representing peace is put above the red representing valor. Because the Philippines is at the moment not in a state of conflict, they now prioritize peace over valor, which is hence the positioning of the colors. However, if the Philippines were to, for any reason, enter a war, they would simply flip the flag upside down to indicate that they now value bravery over harmony. You can achieve a similar effect with the American flag. Flying it upside down, the American flag indicates that you are in a state of distress, which is why you see them at pictures of American protests all the time. And flying flags at half-mast, they're used to denote the mourning of someone's death. So as you can see, even different ways of displaying a flag can sort of change its meaning. And then there are my favorite types of flags that have scenery in them. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Ukraine, which looks like a blue sky and a yellow wheat field. Estonia, again, a blue sky, black forest, and a yellow snowy ground. Japan, basically a sun in the sky. And the American state of Utah, recently redesigned to look like a gorgeous dark blue sky, idyllic white mountains overlooking lovely red sandstone rocks. How wonderful. So anyways, if you want a good flag, you gotta throw in some good old symbolism in there, which is why I'm going to slap, bam, Clifton High School signature rose on it. That's our school logo, and obviously that represents our school. But, we recently redesigned the logo, and it might not be super recognizable to people outside the school at first glance, so I'm gonna add some text around it saying Clifton High School in case people don't recognize it. I don't know. Should I? Does it look better with or without the text? I'm gonna have to consult the 5 rules again. According to the NAVA, flags should avoid having words, and that is because from a distance, words are illegible in the flag flapping in the wind. And it just kind of defeats the point of having a flag, a graphic icon to represent a community. Also, in most cases, it just looks bad, which is the case with a lot of these American state flags. Arkansas, Delaware, Idaho, South Dakota. South Dakota actually has the name on twice. Not the best look. But as usual, there are exceptions. Fortunately, Brazil and Iran managed to nail those looks even with the text on the flag. And Ohio and Colorado actually took it a step further and used words to enhance their flag's look. Or, in their cases, letters. As this giant O you see before you here is actually the letter The giant circle you see before you here is actually the letter O, standing for Ohio, and this horseshoe thingy is actually the letter C, standing for Colorado. Text gone. See you later. Fifth and final rule is that flags should be unique unless you purposefully want it to be thematically similar to another flag. What do I mean by this? These are the flags of some pan-Slavic nations that are all designed to resemble the flag of Russia. And these are the flags for some pan-African nations. Yes, Chad is on there. Hey, Chad. And they all resemble the flag of Ethiopia in admiration of Ethiopia being able to stave off colonialism during the scramble for Africa. This whole thing doesn't have to be restricted to national flags either. There are like pride flags that have gradients of color, and that is a callback to the OG rainbow pride flag. So as you can see, this kind of thing where you have recurring flag themes is a very good way to sort of unify communities together through a graphic medium. As for uniqueness, this harkens back to that quiz we did on earlier where we found out that Chad and Romania essentially have the same flag. So to cut to the chase, it is evident that you mustn't make a flag too similar to another one, not only to prevent confusion and humiliation for your nation at an international sporting event, but also to avoid confusing people at flag quizzes, which is obviously the more important thing. Because of that, I'm going to change this flag because at present it just looks like a cross between the Indian flag and the Bangladeshi flag. I'm going to shrink this white band, enlarge this red rose, red stripe in the middle, which is, by the way, the specific shade of red that my school insists on utilizing, and I'll add a diamond, a representation of the diamond education model that my school uses. And then we're done with the flag. Not bad, eh? Now, this is the part where I talk about how flags are a crucial aspect of society, and without them, humanity would descend into anarchy. That latter clause isn't true, but the former one certainly is. There are national anthems talking about them, such as in the case of the American anthem. There are sports revolving around them, such as Capture the Flag, where you literally lose the entire game if your flag is seized by your opponents. And then there are all sorts of flag laws across the world. Some are legal, some aren't. You're not allowed to burn them in some countries. Others just have guidelines on what the most patriotic way to fold a flag is. Anywho, governments, they care about this sort of thing. And this proves that flags matter to us humans. And why shouldn't they? Flags are the culmination of years, decades, centuries of culture and history, all symbolized in a piece of fabric. They are a microcosm of the values and the idiosyncrasies that define a community. So it's no wonder why we love them so much and relate to them so much. Arguably, hear me out, arguably, the more we invest emotion into a flag, the stronger its representational power grows. So I say this, keep loving flags. So if you're feeling up to it, why not try go getting a flag of your own? Or you could go design one and then hang it proudly on your walls. Because truly, flags are more than just something that we wave around in the wind fancily. They're something more, something that holds potent symbolism, and something that people are willing to wield triumphantly, rally under, and follow into battle. Thank you.